Hi, I'm Tina Warren, and this is the pick a card reading for the full moon, which will either be on the 4th of July or the 5th of July, depending on where you are in the world. And it's a full moon in Capricorn. There is another eclipse with this. Not the eclipse isn't as strong as the ones that we've recently had, but nonetheless there is an eclipse. So again, we've got this change of energy, and with the full moon, it brings things to light. So this is a pick a card reading. We've got card number 1, card number 2, card number 3, and card number 4. Whichever one you feel drawn to, I will timestamp it in the comments. But let's make a start and see what we've got. So if you've chosen card number 1, we have the first chakra, an Archangel Michael. So if this is the card that you've chosen, it could well be that you've been quite practical recently, or you're feeling quite practical now. There's the first chakra links in with stability, with foundations, with security. It's all of those basic needs. So you may well have been focused on making sure that things are okay around you. It may have been that you've been putting plans into action and actually being very practical or active around this time. Archangel Michael is an angel that is very protective, and he's often called to surround you in protection as well. The sword is the sword of truth, and he has a shield of protection, as I've said. So if to work with this angel, you literally ask for Archangel Michael to surround you with his love and protection, and you literally will feel that energy coming around you. So a powerful, powerful start for you on this reading. The second card's out, and this is a card from the Psychic Tarot for the Heart by Holland, and it is Win or Lose, another sword. Right, so actually, if we've got another sword, but if there are things that need to be expressed, things that need to be communicated, maybe it is a good idea to ground yourself before doing that. And grounding may be something that actually benefits you over the next few weeks, because the energy is quite intense. We've got lots of things going on in and around us. So it could benefit you from through grounding to sort of put things into action, but actually just to deal with this energy as well, because it could be that there's a lot of things coming up to the surface, a lot of ideas. Communication could be strong, but we're still in this Mercury retrograde at the moment, and will be for a little bit longer. So it's about paying attention to what's supporting you at the moment. Getting stuck in your head, going off on tangents and things like that isn't good for any of us over an extended period of time. So the grounding energy is something that will continue to support you. If you are working towards something but are uncertain about the direction, it's about just trusting, but keep going forward with what you are doing. The other cards that I'll be using are Keepers of the Light Oracle cards, which are by Kyle Gray. So let's see what we've got coming out of here. And I want a clear jumper, and I've got one. Right. So if you've chosen card number 1, there's some very, very powerful energy around this. And this is Master Jesus and forgiveness. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father, healing is possible at this time. Okay, so it could be that there are things that you need to let go of, release, and forgive yourself first and foremost. We all go through experiences in our lives that don't necessarily work out in our best interests, or sort of bring a lot of emotion up to the surface, and sometimes by holding on to certain feelings or thoughts, it will limit our own potential and our own movement forward. So if there is something that you need to forgive, maybe start with yourself this month and start putting those things into action. As I've already said, if you need extra support, it's possible for you to receive that just by asking at the moment. And it could be with Archangel Michael, or it could be in another way, shape, or form. So it feels you may already have been active, you may already have been working towards things, but that's the way to go forward. Try not to get stuck in other ideas, other people's viewpoints and perspectives. It's about trusting yourself at the moment and actually being gentle with yourself as well. Oh, right, okay. And with this, we've got Moonstone, and Moonstone is a very, very feminine stone. It balances the emotions. It brings a nice balance and a gentle energy with it. So even though those creative ideas might be flowing, there might be lots and lots of inspiration, take action in the form of recording them, and do things that are feeling positive for you and taking positive action steps forward. You may not be able to do something about all of the ideas and inspiration, but you can certainly do something. Try and keep that balance this month, and that will support you moving forward. So there you go. That's those cards. And let me get into this reading a little bit better. Right, so card number 2 is the Angel of Love. Okay, so if you've chosen this card, this doesn't necessarily relate to a romantic relationship, but actually love is one of the strongest energies that we have in this planet, and it is about leaning towards the things that are feeling more loving than the things that are feeling more draining. So that could be a relationship. It could be your family, your children, your hobbies. It could be your work as well. But by acknowledging this and being loving to yourself, in self-care is coming up with this card as well. So it's acknowledging the love you have for yourself, and there is nothing wrong with that. We probably should love ourselves a little bit more, and acknowledging the things that are supporting you as you move through the next couple of weeks after this eclipse. This eclipse will be bringing up energy that, again, is clearing and releasing. It will clarify to a certain extent, but as we go through the eclipse and with the energy the way that it is at the moment, it could be very easy to feel a little bit confused or a little bit disorientated. There's lots of emotion around again at the moment, and that will be presenting itself in various ways. Lean into the direction of love and you won't go far wrong. And if that's not enough, you've got the heart chakra. So the heart chakras come out as well. So very, very beneficial. The heart chakra is that gateway chakra that links the lower chakras to the higher ones and allows that flow of movement. So it may just be time that you are focusing on you and on what's really, really important to you. So with the energy that's around, as I said, with the clearing energy, you may find it easier to let go of the things that are no longer working for you. This could be ideas, this could be habits, beliefs, it could be patterns of behaviour. So there is a change that's around this, but if you're doing it from the right direction, you will be very supported in the upcoming months. So, and it will lead you to a feeling of security on a deep level, not security in the things around you, but the security of knowing yourself. So pay attention to what's going on around you. And let's see what we're going to get off the Keepers of the Light. Got one of these. And we've got Lord Shiva and Transcendence. Rise up, honour your inner force, steps are being given, and dance with the universe. So if you are working with your energy centres and your chakras, heart chakra activation does open that gateway, and it really does link in with that higher aspect of yourself. So if you've been doing personal work, personal development work, spiritual work on any level, and you've chosen this card, then actually the energy is supporting you, and this could be a time where you do make quite big leaps forward in understanding, in comprehending, and just in awareness in general. Not this awareness is self-awareness, not necessarily awareness of everything else going on, but a very big increase in self-awareness and that surety of self. And that's where you will find the clarity towards the decisions that you will make in the future. Very strongly linked in with your intuition as well. So pay attention to what's coming up for you this month. This is a really, really powerful one if you've chosen this card. And we also have fluorite. It is fluorite. But this again is a chakra that's linked in with the heart energy. It's a very grounding crystal, and it supports change. So very, very nice energy around these cards. So those are card number 2. And let's see what we've got. Whoa. I don't know if you can actually see this, but as it's absolutely beautiful. There's more than meets the eye with this. So let's move on to card number 3. Indecision. Okay, there are choices that will be made this month. If you've chosen this card, the choices that are in front of you, it's probably better to feel your way through rather than to think your way through at the moment. Trust your own intuition and trust your own guidance. It could be that there's advice, or there are people advising you to do one thing or another, but ultimately the choice will be with you. This is quite a powerful card at the moment as well, because we all have a choice, and where we're choosing to focus our energy at the moment is very important. So, and that is a personal choice for each and every one of us. There is an awful lot of stuff going on in the world and going on around the world. But we also all have a life, and right now it would be better to focus on the things that are lifting you. But as I say, we all have a choice. Not everything that's going on is feeling positive or feeling uplifting. And this is where this indecision comes in. Pay attention to the things that you're saying. Pay attention to where your energy is going. So are you watching lots of news? Are you sort of wrapped up in what's going on outside of you? Or are you more focused on the things that are more within you or affecting you much more? So your close family and things like that, hobbies, interests and things. So there is a choice to be made here. And it's about being aware of that choice and doing what feels right for you. So it's not up to anyone else to tell you what to do with your life, what to believe, what to understand. It is ultimately up to you. So it's about having the trust and the faith in yourself and moving in the direction that feels right for you. You've got the sacral chakra with this card, and the sacral chakra is talking to me a little bit about self-worth. There could actually be a change around, or you were going in one direction, but you feel that things need to turn around or need to lean into another direction a little bit more. we've got Venus is now moving forward again, finally. But this was a big lesson about self-worth and your value in what you do, who you are, and what you value in your life as well. So there could be a lot going on for you with regard to that, and looking at where your time and energy is going, full stop, and how you want to work in a way that is more beneficial for you. So those are those ones. There's a lot of creativity coming in with this as well, and if you're not sure which direction to go, then I'd just give yourself a little bit of room to think and consider and ask, not necessarily another person, but ask your higher self, or just ask for some guidance or direction from your intuition, or from the universe, from God, from whatever feels comfortable for you. We will all have our own ways of doing that. The other card that's come out is downloads and understanding. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. And this is one of the reasons why it's probably a good idea to ask. Don't just jump straight into the first option. It's about giving yourself time to consider, so that you make an informed choice in the direction that you're moving forward. But what I really am getting strongly with these ones is, please pay attention to where your energy is going and what you're focusing on at the moment. If that feels absolutely right for you, it's absolutely right. If it's feeling not the happiest and you want to do something different, pay attention to that. But it would be very beneficial for anybody really to sort of ask for advice or guidance, and then really pay attention to the messages that are coming to you, not to the little voice in your head that's your own voice. That one will always try and keep you where you are and keep things the same. So if you're looking to make a change, you need to listen to that very intuitive voice, that very gentle voice, and listen to the messages that are coming through your body, not just into your mind. Also, messages that may appear around you, they may come in the form of conversation, in the form of words in a song, or you may just overhear or see something that is relevant for you and will give you the answer that you're looking for. The crystal to go with this one is clear quartz. So this is a master crystal, so it enhances every other crystal. It can replace every other crystal, very much linked in with the crown chakra. So although this is sacral chakra, it could be that there's a lot going on in your head. So for clarity, for inspiration, just know that it's there. If you ask for it, expect to receive it, and be open to how that comes through for you. So, those are, I'm dropping everything. Those are card number 3. And then we've got card number 4, and it is attachment. Now, this is something that will be coming up with for lots and lots of people. Attachment is, it can be many things. It can be physical things, it can be perceptions, it can be understandings. But this is, if you've chosen this card, there could be an opportunity for you to let go of some sort of attachment, or to understand it and to change the way that is around you. Quite often we perceive ourselves as in a certain way, and that can be quite limiting. And fundamentally, we come onto this planet with nothing and we leave with nothing. So it's about looking at what really is important at the moment. This card is saying that you are the most important thing in your life, and this is looking at what's supporting you. This may be, it may be that some of you that have chosen this card are actually looking to step forward in a certain way, but are not quite sure how. It's almost like surrendering to whatever will be, looking where the value is in your life, and it is in you, not anything around you. All of that is something that can change. We can change as well, but we are the ones that go through our lives. So there's trust that things will be turning around for you, and it may be time to let go of an idea. It may be time to let go of old belongings. It may be time to let go of a perception that you have that is a little bit outworn or outdated now. So let's see. Ooh, jumpy cards. And we've got release. So, and this is, the energy of this card is lovely, but it's almost like removing what was there to reveal what is there. And quite often, and this is what I was trying to say about this card, we are all living beings, we are all human beings, and it's what we create from us through our understanding, through our willingness to learn, through our actions, and through the things that we do that's important, not necessarily the things that are around us. So it's these cards are asking you to look quite deeply at what needs to be let go of at the moment around you, and it could be something that does lighten things up. But I really like the energy of this card. This full moon is bringing in another sort of level of awakening. That may be a spiritual awakening for some people. It will be realisations and understanding for others. So let's see what we are getting with this one. And it's flicked over. And we've got Master Buddha. Increased awareness, deep connection, and trust your inner voice. I've got a strong feeling that if you were drawn to these cards and card number 4, you may well already be on your spiritual path, but there is a process on that path. It isn't something that just happens and that's it. It comes in levels. And different things may be coming up to the surface that you may have dealt with before, but maybe now is the time to deal with those in a fuller way so that you can release them, that attachment no longer holds you, and that you can move into that increased awareness and that connection, and really do pay attention to that intuition. So let's see what we're going to get for you. And we've got amethyst. And this links in with the third eye. It's a very spiritual crystal, and it is about clear thinking. It's very, very powerful, this crystal. So it does support that third eye. So if you are on a spiritual path, everything at the moment, all of these cards really are doing the same thing. In order to let go of attachment, you need an increased awareness to understand what's there and what you need to let go of. The release is the process of letting go of that, and that increased awareness deepens your connection with you and your higher self. In the card, it's referred to as the inner voice. The inner voice is your intuition, and it will work very, very clearly if you give it an opportunity. It's very clear for most of us. Most of us just don't pay attention. So you may well be paying a lot more attention over the next couple of weeks. So there you go. These are the cards for the full moon in Capricorn, and they're the crystals. Sorry, it's a little bit jumpy and all over the place. I'm rushing a little bit because I need to get it out quickly. So there you go. I am Tina Warren. I'm an intuitive reader. All of the details are in the description box below. I will timestamp the video for each card. And thank you very, very much for watching. And if you want to give me a like, a comment, or subscribe, that's entirely up to you, but I would be very grateful. Have a really good full moon. I'm sending lots and lots of love to you. Take care. Bye.